sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's mom here. Hey, sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's mom here. I just wanted to let you, sweetie, it's
Hello, everybody. Still getting started up with the Minecraft, but we are doing some testing because not only are we streaming in a new place, but I have a new setup. I have a computer that is running the Minecraft and a computer that is recording and just sending the stream. And I'm hoping I got everything working right. So let me know if you can hear everything correctly. The me and the music. I also, for some reason, cannot get Restream chat to come up on the in OBS, so I have the stream up on the website so I can see the chat, which will work fine for now. I get it to load, but I did an update and now it won't let me log in with the thing. I'm worried there's some audio issues, but I'm going to work on them. Okay, I have my Stream Manager set up so I can see the chat. So since I have it up on the in OBS so I can see it that way, but because I don't have that, because of the not being able to log in, I have it up on the website on the other side. Let me turn this down slightly. And also, I need the music in here down. Because that is a bit much. So it's been a productive week so far. Doing a lot with work. Also been apartment hunting and getting things settled here. I think I am relatively confident that by the end of the week I will have decided on where I want to live. and we can start the process of getting settled here for real. That'll be really nice to actually have my own space down here, because then I can set up an actual studio space for my streaming. Currently working out of my wonderful girlfriend's workshop. She was gracious enough to make some space for me, and I love her for it. This pack does take a long time to load up, but it runs pretty well once I get into it. I have also, I converted it over to the new PC. So I think I got all the settings back to where the everything needs to be, but I'm not positive yet. So we may have a little trouble since this is day one. Still feel like I have the music up way too loud. Let's change it on here. Let me know if that doesn't work. Hey, Gunna! Was just talking about you and how wonderful you are to make a space for me to set up my streaming setup. Why is this? My taskbar is not going away. Options, video. I know there's something in here about full screen. Not sure how to make that go away. Is that a Windows 11 thing that like it stays up even when you're in? Could be. Are you able to hear me and music pretty good, Gunna? That's true. You are pretty great. I haven't really given a lot of thought to what I'm going to work on today in this stream. I do want to do some more stuff with the villagers. I did a little bit last week, and I did the stuff for the video. So I have our iron farm really chugging away over here now. And I might want to do some more villager trading. Let me go sleep and get rid of this rain. Excellent. Took quite a lot of effort to get everything to work just the way I wanted it, so. I did see Sai when he started the stream saying, "It's my stream and I want it now." Sorry, it took a few extra minutes. I think that I'm just trying to remember all the things we did last time. And one of the things was that I was messing around with this system, and while I really, really like it, the fact that you can do this early game, I think that I've already reached the point where I want to move past it, even though we didn't do too much with it. And I may do like a tutorial down the road later. But to make this, I just need to get quartz-enriched iron and silicon. Silicon is done from Certus quartz dust or silicon compound, which is quartz, charcoal, and sand. So, since I have access to the nether, it's really easy for me to get into doing the refined storage. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before we do that, I think we should upgrade this ore backpack because it is already stuffed, and that's because it doesn't have any upgrades in it. And I have some upgrades already made, if I can locate them. The one thing I can do is put in a stack upgrade. That already solves some of the problem. I guess the GregTech stuff can go in there too. Oh, that's right. We have the mining dimension and we got the builder done. So we can start with that. I think that's probably a couple good things to work on this week. So let's do some more upgrading. So this is an iron backpack. And since I'm going to be doing nether stuff today, I was thinking... I'm not sure if this is true. I was just told this, but I'm pretty sure it is. If you have a gold backpack on, it's the same as having a gold armor on. So I can go in the nether and not get attacked by the pigments. So I'm going to try that out. Because we want to go mine some quartz. And we want our backpack to be a little bigger. But instead, normally I would just go straight to diamond once I make gold. Because diamonds are not a thing that I struggle with at the moment. Do I not have... Ooh. That's fancy. And yeah, I do have my crafting table on a stick. I probably just didn't remap the controls. And then I need to do show conflicts and key. Let's see. Okay, so nope. 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 Interesting, still doesn't work. I don't know why it shows me other ones when I do the C. It's fine. That's what happened. There we go. still. I do need to work at some point in getting all the audio channels to be separate again, because right now I'm still kind of running off of them being one thing. Just not super efficient. But I also just haven't had time to sit down and figure out how to do it. Okay, so this is this here. I also don't have my texture packs I was using on, and that's just going to have to wait for another day, because I actually have to go through the website and do it. So I guess I could show you. You know what? Let's do it. For the moment, I have this set up so you can see. You can see the website that I am using. And then I can show you how I do the resource pack. So this is Vanilla Tweaks. We're in 120. So all you do is you select the items that you want in your resource pack, and they have a ton of them. And the thing I specifically want, I want this. I want grass sides, mycelium sides, grass path sides, all the sides. And then there's a couple of connected textures that I like. I don't like it with the iron blocks, but I do like it with the lapis and stone. And I think that's it for now. But so when you do that, you can download it, and it will bundle all of those together into one zip file, so you can put it all in. What you can do, if you really want, is to do them all separate, one at a time, and then you have the maximum control of being able to change it as you go, like each one separately. Then if we go in here to resource packs, we put in the new one we put in. Then when we go back here, we go to resource packs, we will see a new one over here. It says Vanilla Tweaks. Let me just put it in. And then it's going to take a minute to reload. Okay, anytime now, game. Sometimes it takes forever to reload resource packs. And every once in a while it causes it to crash. And I should have thought of that before I started it while I was doing this. But I didn't. And that's fine. Excuse me. Looks like we are crashing. Only thing that is nice with this new setup is that when I do have an issue where things just stop responding, it doesn't take forever to restart it. I will also probably set it back up so that like you can only see the content I want you to see. Just right now, in order to get the stream set up so that I could run it today, it's just doing a direct pass through. So what you're seeing is what is playing on my screen directly, and I just have it run through my video capture card, which is kind of cool that I can do that, but it's not exactly how I want it to record. I just didn't have time to get it all set up the way I want. We'll get there. This will enable me to play some other games that I wasn't able to before because I had the graphics card that could do it. But when you're using that graphics card to play a game and also to do the recording, not going to work. And so now I can play games that my new system can handle, and my other system has a graphics card that can handle recording it, even if I send it a 1080p video feed, which is pretty cool. I did take out Journey Map. That was the first thing. When I first loaded it up, everything was kind of running sluggish. I don't know if it's just something with the way I have things configured or what, but Journey Map is always a problem for me. Every pack I run in it, and there are better alternatives, so I always swap them out. I like the way Journey Map is set up. It's a nice mod, and it's a shame, but it just uses a lot of memory for my systems. Dispatching complete. Mod complete working. Minecraft progress 100%. Almost back in. If I had realized it would have taken so long just to show you that, I probably wouldn't have done it. But hey, it is what it is. So I think we'll start off today by just going into the Nether. I want to get down where we're at level 15. Maybe just do a little bit of like branch mining around. I'd like to get a little more netherite. I'd also like to get some quartz and things like that. And there's lots of other ores to get in the thing. But before we do that, I want to get to finish upgrading this backpack, because basically I want the ore backpack to be the same as the block backpack, where it will have a magnet in it, which will allow it to pick up the stuff. And that way I won't get my inventory completely jam-packed full of miscellaneous ores. I can just keep adding them to it. And we'll be able to just, you know, mine around for as long as we feel like it and get tons and tons of resources, because there is a lot of ores in the Nether. And then after we get a good amount of that, we may work on refined storage a little bit. And we need to work on some power for that. I think I have my... Still have my phone set up for connection to the PC for... I was using it for work. So I'm going to exit that so you guys don't get notifications. Okay, anytime now, game. Anytime. I also got a few other things to set up. I got a mount for my phone so I can use it as my stream manager for notifications once I get the setup fully done. But it's really nice how I have it right now, because it is working great. I can see the Twitch notifications when people do things like stretches and posture checks and that kind of thing, so I shouldn't miss those. I can also see the chat on there, though I prefer to have it on the other screen, but things are a little awkwardly set up as it is anyway, so I can't quite see that chat easily. It's nice to have. I see OBS lost its connection, but I think that it's back up. NF is checking for me. Thank you. Okay, let's go back here. And so the best thing I could do probably is, this is the backpack that I want this to replicate. So I basically want this backpack to be the same as that one, except with diamonds. But since it's gold, we only have 3 slots. And that's fine. I'm going to take some of this gold and process it down. because I need it. What can I do with this gold ore to make more gold ore out of it? Other than just cooking it. Well, I have fortune. I have fortune. I'm leaving one in there because I don't want it to not be picking it up. That's why that's in there. I need to also work on getting some of these upgrades going farther. So now that I have gotten it into raw gold, I can ore hammer it down. We have 46 out of that 7 pieces of gold. It's pretty wild. I'll let that cook for a minute. So what upgrades do I have here? I don't want the void upgrade, so I just need the advanced magnet upgrade, and then I can fit 2 stack upgrade. So the magnet upgrade. Magnet. We need. Oh, I didn't know you could switch from the other magnets to this. Did I make a magnet upgrade in here? So can I switch this? Yeah, I can. So I just need leather and string. So 1 piece of leather. I think I have string up here. I do. Learn something new every day. Sweet. So if I put this in here. So then what do I have this settings? I have this set on to pick up items, pick up experience, and match backpack contents. There we go. So now if the item is already in here, it will match the contents of the backpack. So then the next thing I should do, so I also want to upgrade these. So these need blocks of gold to get to the gold tier. So that's why I haven't done multiples of those. Let's see, this one needs just blocks of iron. Blocks of iron is not a problem. I think I still have some down here. I hear zombies. Are they outside? Oh, I wonder if it's just me hearing from the villagers upstairs. So I want to do one of these. And then I need to get enough gold to upgrade it. And that might use all the gold we have. Which is fine. We'll get more. But I need 8 blocks, and that's 5. So to make 3 more, I need 27. We'll have enough, but not enough to do 2 of these, which is fine. At some point, we'll set up an automatic gold farm, like I've said in the past. I think I'm way behind on the stream. Is it just my replay that's behind, or is it... I'm gonna refresh this. Checking my monitors. Yeah, my Twitch isn't far behind, and my YouTube isn't far behind. some reason Restream was showing me behind, so I've refreshed that to get the chat. I think we're okay. I knew there would be some issues with streaming from a different place with the setup, but that is okay. At least we can get something going on, have some content for people to watch. So let's take this one out. So let's put that back in. So this is what's causing me the problem. To upgrade this, I just need diamond blocks, and I have a lot of diamonds. And I'm okay if I use them up. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put it in here so that I can upgrade this one. Do I have more diamonds over here, or is that all of my diamonds? I have some more. Do I have any other gold in here? Just a little bit. Probably end up putting all this stuff in my bag then too. A little later. So that'll give me 7. That'll give me 8. And that means I can do another diamond upgrade. That'll put us in here. Oh, not a coal. I think I have charcoal over here. Well, you know what? I know for sure I can grab charcoal from in here. Maybe? Did that really use up all of our resources? That's crazy to me. I mean, we really need to fix the way that that's set up too. It's not doing very efficiently at all. It's using logs as fuel, which is not great. But whatever. Whatever, I'll do what I want. Yeah, this is not going to be enough gold to do another one, so we'll just let that go. I have some more resources in here. Probably not going to be able to do like a full stream today. I like to do like 3 or 4 hours, and today's probably going to be a bit shorter just because I am not in my home spot, but we will see how we go. Guess we actually have a solid amount of gold, more than I thought we did because of that, what I found in this bag. Let's sort all these ores and stuff out while we are waiting. Oh, that's right. This is stuff I got from down at the Warden. Now I'm remembering. It's coming back to me. Oh yeah, these we can leave in here because they're the endstone now. The endstone can go in the block chest. Because we'll mine some more of that from the mining dimension. This can go in there. Let's go over here and drop off anything that's ores. I don't really want this. I'm just going to chuck it in there. Have it disappear. Let's put anything mob drop related in here, even though there's nowhere for them to go. These can go here. That could be extra food. And let's just go over here to the junk chest and throw some of the stuff in there. Still have a ton of it to sort. Some more gold. But I want that in our bag. We'll put that in our bag. Torches can go with us. Rest of that looks fine. Gold. Did we get enough gold in order to get to the next tier? I have 5 blocks and I have 34 here. 8 blocks. I have just enough to do one more upgrade. And I have a little bit left over. I think I want to do this one, because this is the one that's going to be important. But I think I'm going to be low on diamonds to do the next upgrade. But so right now, we're up to the point where I can hold 2,000 of each ore in this bag. So that's pretty decent. And allows us to hold quite a bit. So let's do that for now. We'll grab our backpacks and let's get doing something that's not just upgrading and organizing. Let's head to the Nether. I'm going to do a little bit of mining in the Nether, and then I'm also going to do a little bit of mining in the mining dimension. Just manually, just to see what's there. And then we're going to work on... I think I'm going to work on power. If I get power going, it's going to solve a lot of problems. And so that's going to be Mekanism to set up a hydrogen power system. That'll really help us to get some stuff going on. Okay, so one thing I do think I lost... Oh no, it kept my maps. Excellent. So when I copied the save file over, it brought over my mini-map stuff as well. I was thinking that when I did that, it lost the map file. But it's taken a while to load, but it does have the areas I mapped out, which is great. Because I had like waypoints and stuff marking for some things. And I did not really want to lose those. Sorry if you are able to hear my notifications from my phone. I think I turned them off into the stream now, but I still have them on because I am waiting to hear back from some things. And just what I got to do right now. So appreciate your patience. All that extra gold is awesome. This is our block bag, which is what I want. Oh no, this is the other bag. I want to pull some netherrack out. I just want to have it on here for if I need to build up stuff. And then I'm going to bring up the grid lines. So like I said before, I like to mine along a chunk border. And the reason for that is because the ancient debris spawns per chunk. And so my logic is that when you're mining along the chunk border, you are doubling the number of chunks you're seeing as you mine. And so you may get some from one side and some from the other. So I don't think it's going to be a huge difference in the amount of things you see. But I think it will be a difference. Okay. I think I might just leave some of the ore patches behind. Do a little mining first. If it's gold, though, I'm taking it. And if it's quartz, I'm going to grab it. And then also I need to put our ore back down here. Because periodically I need to set it to pick up new things. Because once it's in the bag, the magnet will know and it will pick it up. But since I haven't seen a lot of these ores while I'm mining yet, because I haven't mined in the nether much, I may have to add some things to it. So like if we look, right now everything's good. It knows all those ore types that I picked up. But it may get to the point where we don't. That's what we need to worry about. And because we did not use the void upgrade, in this particular case, once the backpack gets full, the ores won't be voided. They'll just show up in my inventory, and I'll have to handle them. And that way I know if I'm getting pretty full. And also it'll mean that I won't lose any of my ores. You know, I don't want to, even though that would mean I'm at 2,000 of them. Ores are ores, you know. I don't mind voiding extra blocks. I do mind voiding extra ores. At least for now. Dimensional shard ore is really useful because I think that's what's used in RF tools to do some of the things like with the builder down the road. So we want those for sure. Ooh, I already went past 0. I like to go whenever I mine. I always have certain things I do, and one of those things is that I like to get to 0, 0 on the grid, on the XYZ axis. And the reason for that is that I tend to like mine in erratic patterns. Like I just change my direction because I feel like there's diamond in those there hills over there. And so I feel like if I get to 0, 0 or I work my way there in a systematic way, then later on when I'm like done mining and I'm like, I can't figure out where I'm going or like where I have to go to get back, I can just work my way towards that. Of course, in this particular case, it's not that big of a deal because I have the ability to slash home at the end of my mining session. As long as that mining session was at least 30 minutes long, then it won't matter because my slash home will have reset. But I just like to do it. That's how I like to do it when I'm mining in the overworld in like vanilla, because I get lost and I want to know how to get back to where I need to go. And so it is a big consideration. Lydia the Misunderstood. I don't understand that. Got interrupted by the most beautiful girl in the world. No, I don't mean your mom. I'm sure she's very attractive. These guys are so annoying. Just their tiny hitboxes. That's the problem. Why you gotta be like that? Are you a sizable amount of lava or no? Appears like it's just enough lava to be a nuisance. And normally I would probably just like mine around it, but I'm on the 0 line, which, you know, like I said, my way of doing things, I like to dig along that line. So I always have a way home. So now I gotta deal with it. That should do it. Found some new things to put in there. Benetoit. I think I have gotten some of that before, but there's a lot of explosions going on around me, and I'm not quite sure what that's about, and I'm not sure I want to find out. Why are you like this, Nether? Why? Did your parents not show you love and affection as a child? Is that why you're like this? Need to fix my food situation, too. I like the worst food. Okay, we're abandoning this section. Guess we could look at the map to see what's coming up. There's a big chunk of lava there. Okay, I think that we could turn towards the left at this one, because this is like close to 100. That'll work for me. Looks like I might get all the way to 100 again before I run into lava, which is nice. Again, I don't plan on doing this for the long term. I can get nether resources from the mining dimension. I just wanted to stock up on a few of the things here. And maybe get lucky and get some ancient debris, but once we get some power going, and we have the ability to mine in the mining dimension, I think that there's ancient debris in there too. I haven't checked. I figure we'll just set it up and see what we find. That's more fun. Oh, I didn't mean to vein mine the nether rack. Just the gravel. But it's okay. Really wanted to make it to 96 on this side too, just to make it even. And I'm like, very close but short. That's alright. So let's just go this way. I'm a little surprised we haven't found at least some ancient debris. I would expect to get at least one in the amount of blocks we've mined. But again, I'm not worried about it. Can I pick up the ancient debris? Oh, it's in here. Let's put that in with the ores. Anything else in here that's getting picked up that's ores? I could put the other ores in there too, and I will when I have more space. But for now, they can stay where they are. Ooh, another piece. Ooh, another one. That gives us enough to get at least one more piece. Okay, almost back, and then we'll head out of here. I just wanted to get an idea of what kind of spawns down here, and I think I've gotten a pretty good grasp of that. I don't want to spend all day mining. It's not exactly entertaining for either of us. But sometimes, like, you can look and see what the things tell you, but sometimes the best thing to do is just do a little bit of research, figure out the things. Yeah, so let's just go home. Turn off the grids. We got a good amount of gold. Wonder what that equates to. $41 more ingots, which is 4 more blocks, so half of what I need for another upgrade. Not terrible. Okay. So we want to get to the point where we can do a builder, which means we want to get into mechanism, which is not where the builder is. But it is... What did I just... I have enabled rotation log? What? I don't even know what that is. Somehow I hit the wrong button. Hit K. How I hit K? I don't know. Data is disabled. The rotation lock was what I did. Okay, well that's going to leave that there until I figure out what it is, but we'll figure that out later. So anyway, mechanism. The builder is actually an RF tools thing, but mechanism is what we're going to do for our power. We discussed this the last time. So gas burning generator is the core of what we're going to do. And what we're going to burn in there is ethylene. The recipe for ethylene involves PRC, water, hydrogen, and biofuel. To get the water, you need to craft a mechanism pump. To craft hydrogen, we're going to use an electrolytic separator, which gets water pumped in it. And to make the biofuel, we're going to need a crusher. And then we're going to need botany pot. Hopper botany pot, to be technical. Oh, they're right next to each other. And we're going to do... Hold on. Whew, that was exciting. I heard a cat going crazy, and I thought I'm in the back of the house, and cats aren't in here. And so when I heard a cat yelling, I thought the cat must have gotten locked in the room and he was freaking out. But Bennett had just come back in to do something, and the cat got in here and got stepped on. He's okay though. He's also kind of a jerk sometimes, so it's all good. So tired of these wandering traders. There's got to be a block that makes them not spawn. If there's not, can somebody make a mod that does that, please? Okay, so that's our list. It's not bad. I think it has everything in it that we need. Now, the hard part of the list is going through this list. Actually, I just messed up. Hard part of this list is going through this list and listing the things that we need to do. So, we need to make biogenerators. To make a biogenerator, biofuel's already in our list. We have redstone. We need to make infused alloys and basic control circuits. We have iron. So that's not too bad. We need to make an electrolytic core. That involves osmium dust, gold dust, iron dust. We can do all that, and that's already on our list. We need to make refined obsidian ingots. To make those, we need an osmium compressor. And we need refined obsidian dust. To make refined obsidian dust, we need the crusher, which we already have, and the refined obsidian ingots. Wait a minute. Must be a way to get this without that. Ah, it's the metallurgic infuser. So we need that, and we need obsidian dust. To make obsidian dust, we use an enrichment chamber and obsidian. And we need to make atomic alloys. Atomic alloys are made in the metallurgic infuser using a reinforced alloy and refined obsidian. Reinforced alloys are made in the metallurgic infuser using infused alloys and diamond. So that gives us everything we need to make this part. That's a lot. Let's work on the next one. The pressurized reaction chamber, the PRC. And I'm moving it to the beginning on purpose so that we can have it listed what we need for that. So that's that. We already have basic control circuits. We already have infused alloys. We need to make steel ingots, which are made in the mechanism fashion. They're made in an energized smelter, and they're made from steel dust, which is made in a metallurgic infuser. We take enriched iron and we put it through with carbon. So we have everything we need there for that. We need to make the enrichment chamber, which I think we already have on the list. We have that. We need to make basic chemical tanks. Those are easy. And we need to make a dynamic tank. Those are also easy with all the things we have there. So then this, we'll just add the steel casing. That's not difficult, so it's not anything we need to add a whole long spiel for. Electrolytic separator, we now have in here all the things we need already. The crusher, same thing. We have, those are all things that are already in our list to do. So we're good pretty much with everything there. So let's just start working our way through getting these things done. So to make steel, I need to enrich iron, which means I need the metallurgic infuser. So let's grab that recipe. That's osmium, iron, furnaces, and redstone. osmium, which means we're going to need this thing. Oh, I have a bunch of gold in here that I didn't see. That's pretty awesome. Let's check these out again. So this one I have gold. I need diamonds to go to the next tier. This one I have 2 upgrades that I need to go to gold tier for. So what is... Why I don't understand. So if I take this out, it's going to be less than 1,000. So I could take that one out if this one was less. So let's just put these in here for now. We need the space. Take this out. There we go. Okay. $19 blocks. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Because now I have 23 blocks. Probably make even a little bit more. Didn't even know that was in there. Now I'm super excited. And then this one can replace that one. Now we're up to 2048 in here. Let's go one more. And then I don't want to go any more than that because I need to use gold for some other thing. That brings us to 8,192 blocks in there. And we're at 2,048 in our ore bag. This one is much, much lower, but that's okay. But this is just ones where I'm using them for the stone cutter. So it doesn't need to be a huge amount with this gravel. I think we can stone cutter gravel. We can't. Let's put it back. Okay, and then let's dump off some of this other stuff. Okay, looks like I was disconnected again briefly, but it caught back up. One thing that is nice about streaming with Restream, I will say, is that it will continue the stream if you have a disconnect like that. I think that I'm still going out live. Sure, if I'm not, Gunnar will be in here to tell us in just a minute. Yeah, I just checked on Twitch. Twitch is still live. YouTube's still alive. Restream is just having an issue reloading, so maybe it's a Restream issue today, which would make sense because I wasn't able to connect to the Restream chat either in OBS. Maybe some of my settings got messed up during the move, or maybe it's something on their end. I don't know. I will do some research tomorrow, and hopefully by Thursday we have everything ironed out. Okay, so back to what we were doing. We are trying to get metallurgic infuser. Let's put that up on our list here. So we know that's the next thing we're working on. I'm going to take it off the list and put it back on. First thing on the list. Osmium. Check. Iron. I need to go get some cobblestone. make a couple of furnaces. And what we're going to do, let me take a look here real quick. So the use for the metallurgic infusers. We can, there's 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. There's 29 different things. Some of those are not regular things that we're going to do. Redstone is one of the things we can use. Biomass, that's 2. The obsidian makes 3. That's biomass, that's biomass. Carbon makes a 4. Fungi is 5. Diamond makes 6. Tin makes 7. Gold makes 8. So there are 8 different things that can be infused with metallurgic infusers. And so what I like to do with the metallurgic infusers, and they get turned into infusing factories and so forth, is I like to make one for each type. And that way you have one that you just dump redstone in when you enrich it, dump diamond in this one, obsidian in this one, and then when you need to use something with it, you have one that's ready to go. Which means I'm going to need to make 8 of these. So I'm going to do that ahead of time. Which means I need 16 furnaces. Which means I didn't grab quite enough cobblestone. Oh, also, I increased the stack in there. Now the cobblestone fits a little better. Okay, so now we made 8 metallurgic infusers. I'm going to go make a room upstairs for this thing. Well, like an area, because I haven't actually started building up here. But let's do it along this wall on this side. And we're going to start lining these machines up. I think I'm going to put them up one, though, just for aesthetic reasons. I think it's cooler when they are like this. And yes, this is massive overkill at the start. But I know that later on I'm going to build all these metallurgic infusers to make infusion factories. And it wasn't expensive. So we're going to get that going. We're also going to need, for early game here, let me look. I don't have a... I don't have a gas burning generator yet. So I think I'm going to make a heat generator. Let's add that to the list, and we can take off the metallurgic infuser. The heat generator is also pretty simple. Requires planks, copper, and then things that we already have in our inventory. Do I have any copper that's already been processed? I do. Process some more while we're at it, but... Pretty much all I'm doing is every time I go to grab ores, I drop the excess off in here, and then eventually they'll all get moved in here. So I also need planks. Did I put all the copper away? I thought I left a stack in my inventory. Didn't. Because I have the dump. And then we need one of these. And there we go. And then I need to do some piping. I don't have any piping for mechanism yet. So let's look at the the energy pipes in pipes. That's fluid. Energy pipe is just redstone and iron. So I need to make some blocks. There we go. Cool. And then I'm gonna need this. So let's head upstairs again. We're gonna move this. I think that if I put this far away, it might be okay. So these heat generators have a unique thing about them. And that is that if we just put lava near them, this is now generating a small amount of power. It's not huge, it's just a small amount. It's just, and since we're only doing this temporarily, it doesn't matter. The question is that lava far enough away that it's not going to burn my house down? And there's only one way to find that out, and that's to burn my house down. We're actually going to just put it into 1 for now. Let's take this off. Because I don't want it to be trying to fill up all those buffers with this tiny little bit of power. And then I'm going to need my pipe wrench. Set you to out. Now you can see that this is getting power. At a pretty good rate, too. We can make more of these, and then we could increase the amount of power we get from them passively. The other thing you can do is if you have extra lava, if you dump it in here, it will generate heat. You can also throw coal in here, and it creates lava. And that lava is then burned to make some power. So there's a couple different ways we can use that. So this is basically like the early game generator from Mechanism. Coal can be used to generate heat. Lava can generate it faster, so it's like a furnace generator. And then as a bonus, you get a passive amount of power, just 1.9 FE per tick, which is not much, but you get it. And so then we can get more lava, we can increase those, and we might do that for our early game power up here until we use this to build our gas burning generator, and then that will replace it entirely. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, before we start using the metallurgic infusers too much, is use it to make an enrichment chamber. And the reason we want to do that is because the enrichment chamber will enrich the stuff we put into the metallurgic infuser, making them much more efficient. And so we need to make 4 pieces of steel before we can make an enrichment chamber. And so that requires us to process 4 iron into 4 steel. To do that, we're going to need to put some charcoal in. So the way the metallurgic infuser works is you put the item you're infusing in here, and it gets converted here, and then it gets infused into whatever is in this slot, and then you get the next thing. So we're going to process it. These 4 are going to take 4 40 millibuckets of carbon, which means that we basically need 4 iron and 4 coal to make 4 steel, because once this is done, we'll still have 40 millibuckets left, and then we can reprocess the enriched iron to get the steel. Pretty simple for that part. I guess I'm going to make this my carbon one, so let's just fill this up with carbon for a little while. That's not super efficient, and I will show you why in a minute, but carbon is not exactly hard for me to get. And then we're going to make this one the redstone. Now for the redstone ones, it is a little more hard to get redstone. So let's just do 4 redstone to start. And then we need to make basic control circuits, which are made by infusing osmium with redstone. And I need to make 2 of those. So that can keep doing its thing. I keep having drops in my stream. I don't know if it's the internet problems. It very well could be. So hopefully people are still able to watch this, rewatching it. Probably going to break up into a couple different things. I may have to go through and fix it. Okay, so we have our enriched iron processing into steel. We need glass. I think I have sand down in my bags. I may actually have some glass that I processed already, so let's check that out. Would be this one too. Cool. Okay. And then it was just osmium for that. That means I have everything on me that I need to finish the next step. The other thing I want to do is the energized smelter. This one's not strictly necessary, but I like to get it done early on. It's basically just a way to cook the items with power. And so we want to get there sooner rather than later. This is going to go really slow because we're not getting enough power, and we're now trying to fill this one up too. This one's almost full. I'm gonna go see if we have gotten any excess charcoal now that we're not filling that jetpack. Guess this is using... Is this using enough power that it's draining that? I don't understand. Like, this shouldn't be using power that quickly. I'm going to take this off. I just feel like the system should be producing me at least some charcoal. Like, none's being processed right now. Is this growing at least? It is, and then... Oh, one's cooking now. Oh, I see what's happening. It's burning up the... It's burning it up before it has a chance to use it. I did not think of that. That is a severe problem. So what we need to do instead of this, just have that go in there. We need to have think this will work. It's what I should have done in the first place. So now, as charcoal is made, it will come down, and if there's an empty space here, it'll fill it up first before the charcoal goes up there. What was happening is the log was getting in here, and it wasn't hot. It didn't get it hot enough to smelt the logs. And that meant that the log was just getting burnt because the furnace would cool back down, and then when another log came in, it would just repeat that process. So now, since the logs can only go in here, and any charcoal that gets made will fill this up first, this will continue to make us charcoal. That was a dumb move on my part, but that's okay. That's the whole point of Minecraft. You make a mistake and then you learn and you fix it for the next time. And we'll let that go for a while. It's fine. Do I have any charcoal in here? Didn't know if I had any charcoal blocks. Doesn't look like it. At least a cursory glance. How about in here? I have some coal and some charcoal. Redstone can go with me. What we could really do to make this more efficient as well is we could I guess I just dumped all that in there. I just realized I need charcoal to put carbon in there. But anyway, we could make a lava generator, like a vanilla lava setup where we could pump some lava out. That would help too. Alleviate that some. There's some extra charcoal. I need to cook this first 4 steel. We're going to use it to make a smelter first. Even though I had Metallurgic Infuser on the list. Which I took off even though I haven't finished yet. Oh no, Metallurgic Infuser I'm done. Enrichment Chamber is I'm going to make the smelter with the first 4 pieces of steel because I can then use the smelter to make the next 4 pieces of steel. That's what I was thinking. Nope. This. Yes. So we're just going to put this on the end here. We're going to give it some power. And so now when these 4 are done. Oh yeah, that's right. I dumped a bunch of carbon. I was thinking ahead. So as these finish, I can just throw them in here and turn them into more steel. So I think I'm going to call the stream at 7 o'clock, which is about 20 more minutes. Because I'm having so many technical issues. I'll work on it more and figure out what we can do to make it better. Oh no! That is not what I wanted to do. I have a bunch of buckets. I'm gonna take a minute and go get some lava. That way we can expand this a little bit and also feed some lava in there. Oh, I still want. I just want to make sure I have enough space. So yeah, that'll be fine. Last thing you want to do when you're getting lava is to accidentally not have space in your inventory, because then the lava buckets get thrown into the lava. And that is not a good time for anybody. Captain Ronald the Baby has awoken. Pure lava outside. So let's go level 32. Because that means if I dig towards this way, it should be right at the lava lake level. Perfection. Can I home again? I sure can. That's excellent. Okay, so as far as these passive systems go, more lava the better. So if I put lava on this side, and I put lava on this side, this side, this side, why not use another rack? It's fine. Temporary system. Then we put lava above. It's going to be hard to get in there to see it. But now we're producing 29.47 passively. I'm going to jump off all this excess lava I got out of the nether. You can see that lava generator starting to fill up, or heat generator starting to fill up with some excess power. I'm going to leave one on there just to put it in my bag. I'm going to go down and sleep before the phantoms come and eat me. Okay, so that means that our power up there is doing a little better. So we should have had enough to finish the things we needed to do. Where did you come from? Probably off the top of one of those metal computers. Maybe I'll stop it. Who knows? Okay. We have 3 more steel here to cook up. Since we have a little bit of extra power, it'll last long. It's not going to be enough power to keep everything running full speed, but it should be enough to fill the buffers back up while we're not using them. The energized smelter we finished. We want to make an enrichment chamber. Which means I need to go back down and grab some more stuff. Okay, cool. So this is, in fact, filling up with charcoal. Eventually I will have unlimited charcoal. I'm sort of amazed by the fact that our jetpack got completely filled up using a system like that was as broken as that was. It's kind of a feat in and of itself. Okay, so enrichment chamber needs a steel casing, which means we need osmium kit. Then we need 2 more basic control circuits, which is more osmium. So these, now that I have them upgraded again. The basic control circuits was the redstone with the osmium. But I think you need 2 redstone for each one. Yeah, that's how. Okay, so now we should be able to make an enrichment chamber. And I can demonstrate to you why the enrichment chamber is so important. Let's do that here. Put some more power cables in my life. Okay, so the enrichment chamber, we'll use redstone to demonstrate it. If you put 1 piece of redstone in and you let the enrichment chamber work its magic, it will take that 1 piece of redstone and it will cook it down and enrich it into a enriched redstone. So in here, we have 0, or we have 10 redstone. If we throw 1 of these in, we get 20. And so then 2 redstone is enough to do an osmium ingot and make a basic control circuit, which we saw before. If we now throw this in, we get 8. So that was 1 redstone that was enriched. And I now have enough to make 4 of these basic control circuits. So that's why it's good to get the enrichment chamber done early on. Because you can really make all of your material stretch. And, you know, for the carbon, not such a big deal. Redstone, a little harder to find. After that, we're talking diamond, we're talking obsidian, and we're talking lots of other things that we want to enrich as much as we can before we use it. Because we don't want to have to, you know, use up the expensive stuffs. Okay, so we can take this off the list. I need to make more steel. So let's grab, I'm going to grab an entire pack of iron or stack of iron. Just throw it in here. And we don't have quite enough carbon to run that. So let's see, do we have this? Let's run all of this carbon through here. And we'll dump that in. And we'll make a whole bunch of steel. And that's why this is nice to have these metallurgic infusers that are just different types. This one, I can just let it sit here and work through this whole stack of iron to make enriched iron. And I won't have to stop and pull it out and dump out the carbon to make basic control circuits, because I have one that I can use for the redstone. And it just makes it really nice. Before we actually do the whole stack, let's just do 4 more pieces, because I want to get this dynamic tank done. I have plenty of buckets, so let's pull one out. When you upgrade these to their higher tiers, you can have multiple things running in them at one time, but then they use more power. And I don't have more power right now. Down the road, when we have like a ridiculous level of unimaginable power, yeah, I will upgrade them to their full potential, have them super fast. I'll also put in like sound mufflers to muffle some of the sounds and do all the fancy things that Mekanism can do. But not yet. Not yet, Herb. Right. You can see we very quickly are getting to the point where this is completely full of carbon. We have excess. And when that happens, we can just let it sit here. In fact, it already is. So it won't use one of these enriched carbon until it has enough space for 8 more pieces, or 8 more to go in there. So when it gets down to 920, it will use an enriched carbon and put it up to 1,000. And so we can make like an entire stack of enriched carbon and just let it sit there. And then we can see that this is getting low. It's time to make some more enriched carbon. Pretty easy system. Pretty nice. Okay, so the next thing to craft is this dynamic tank. And then we actually get 4 for making that. It's fine. The basic chemical tank, we have everything on us that we need to make that. So we'll do that. I think I actually need 2 of these, correct? Yeah, so let's do that a while. These don't stack, so you have to do it like that. So we have that. We need to make another enrichment chamber, so we need 4 more pieces of steel. Let's pull this out, put this in again. Grab these. Top this off. And eventually we'll get ahead of this so that we have a stack of steel sitting around, and then we'll just have to process it when we want to. And we can automate the process to make it so that we automatically make it, because we can automate charcoal, we can automate iron with our iron farms, so we could make an automatic steel system.